Matt Weaver is a veteran gym founder who knows how to train, but recently he realized he had been coasting in his own routine, actively avoiding the biological reality of his own body. You break a sweat, you log your attendance, you feel fine when you leave. That routine builds a powerful subjective illusion that you are doing enough to stay fit. The wake-up call arrived when Matt finally stepped onto the Evil 360 body composition scanner. The objective data delivered a brutal slap to that illusion. His diet was adequate, and his gym attendance was flawless, yet the scan showed his visceral fat had climbed, his muscle mass was degrading, and his internal biological age was significantly older than the date on his birth certificate. Routine gym attendance will not stop biological aging. The human body adapts and masks its own decline, and you cannot manage a deterioration you refuse to measure. This diagram illustrates exactly what the eVault 360 measures and exposes the trap of coasting. The scale might show a completely static total weight number year after year, but underneath, the internal composition is quietly rotting. Look at this trend line isolating the muscular system. Skeletal muscle mass is the functional tissue that powers your movement. After age 40, the specific tissue actively deteriorates. It will atrophy unless you specifically and strategically defend it. As the scan isolates the cross-section of the torso, we see the difference between the subcutaneous fat you can pinch and the hidden thread of visceral fat, expanding and wrapping tightly around your internal organs. Visceral fat is biologically dangerous. It actively releases inflammatory proteins. And because it sits deep in the abdominal cavity, you can harbor high toxic levels of it while still looking perfectly fit in normal clothes. Solid-grading a steady number on the bathroom scale is a dangerous game when your foundational muscle is quietly being replaced by organ fat. This gauge represents your basal metabolic rate. The amount of calories your body burns at absolute rest is directly tethered to how much skeletal muscle mass you carry. Notice what happens on this chart as that hidden muscle fades. The resting metabolic engine shrinks, and the fat accumulation bar rises. Eating the exact same diet you always have suddenly results in a continuous caloric surplus. The eVault 360 synthesizes these compounding deficits. It calculates the ongoing muscle loss and the increasing visceral fat load into one ultimate metric, your biological age. That bioage strips away every subjective excuse about how hard you work out. It is an uncompromising look at your actual cellular reality. Passive aging is a compounding metabolic penalty. Without data-driven intervention, your internal biological clock will accelerate far faster than the calendar. Facing that brutal baseline data forced Matt to drop his assumptions and immediately change his training habits. He accepted a simple protocol reality. Muscle does not protect itself just because you walk through the gym doors. It must be forced to grow through heavy, intentional resistance. Matt committed to that targeted defense. 99 days later, a follow-up eVault 360 scan proved he had added lean muscle, dropped his visceral fat, and lowered his bioage. It was the exact same body in the exact same gym. The difference was a series of measured, intentional decisions replacing a passive routine. If you are a long-tenured gym member, it is incredibly easy to hide behind the illusion of your own attendance. Drop the ego. Stop assuming your routine is working, stop defensive hedging, and stop avoiding the objective data of what is happening inside your own body. The next step is clear. Point your phone at this code or visit the URL to book your own baseline scan and discover your true biological age. You cannot fight what you refuse to acknowledge. The true defense against aging begins the exact moment you have the courage to face the